right now, but we're gonna go ahead. If you want to say hello while we wait for people to get in, and then we're gonna play a little bit of music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in with Slim J. That's just my opinion. Today we're gonna have some good topics, and we're gonna spend a little time talking about them wannabe baby daddies, papas, maybes, and all that good stuff. But just stay tuned and listen to the real. Just my opinion. With Slim J.
That's just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's just
is?
my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's just
is?
my baby daddy.
Who that
That's just
is?
my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just 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 my baby daddy.
Why every time I call, it's the same thing. You got to be on the phone with your lane. Or either Shauna or Donna. The phone click. You can try, girl. Quit lying, girl. You must think I'm stupid or either blind, girl. Cause something ain't right, and I'm finna go. You said y'all broke up a long time ago. Now who is LA Snow?
But I ain't nobody. That's just
My
my
baby
baby daddy.
daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy. Boy,
Who that
that's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy. That's just my baby
You
daddy.
said your baby daddy was locked up, but why? The first day y'all was at the mall.
You a lie.
You a lie. Okay, then what his name?
Lil' Pop.
Yesterday you said his name was James, it ain't the same. It must be your new boyfriend. How come your best friend told me the dude's name was Ken? You
Whatever.
better get it together, cause whenever you lie, I'm like, Mary J, I'm not gonna cry.
Don't cry.
Hey, why don't you get up and get
You
the dough?
get the dough.
Yo, who that is?
I don't know.
I bet that's just your baby daddy. Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy. Boy,
Who that
that's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy. T-Bird, that's just my baby daddy.
What's up, man? You ready to go?
Where we go?
You know we gotta go to the store. Now see, that's a perfect example. You know you ain't finna go and get no sample. Well, why you had to get some milk? If you don't hurry back, I'm up in the milk. Oh, baby, you can save the drama. Cause I'm finna go and see my baby mama. Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy.
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 Who that is?
That's just my baby daddy.
Who that
That's
is?
just my baby daddy. T-Bird, that's just my baby daddy.
I'm sick and tired, girl. You about to
All
get
right.
tired, girl. Don't keep
Who we got in the
girl.
building with us today?
Tired, girl.
Thank all three of y'all for being with us right now. I'm gonna get up out the way, but I do want to let y'all guys know that you are now watching Slim J in the building. So how you doing tonight?
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and sharing this moment with me. Today, I want to start off with something tragic that happened in H-Town and around Texas. Well, first of all, we had a 12-year-old girl that decided that she wanted to sneak out and be with her boyfriend. 12 years old? Come on. Okay. Well, anyways, her mother had say, she went to sleep at 10 o'clock. She was in the house. Everybody in the house. Everybody asleep. 12-year-old decided, hey, call my baby, my little boyfriend, and meet up with him. Well, guess what happened? She didn't make it. For just that one night that she wanted to go and hang out with her 13-year-old boyfriend, didn't happen. Watch this.
12-year-old girl who was found murdered in a Northside Creek is asking her daughter's killers or killer to go ahead and turn themselves into police. The girl was last seen at a gas station on the north side, and that's where we find our Randy Wallace joining us live after talking with the mother. Randy.
Yeah, Caroline. Now, earlier tonight, Alexis Nungary spoke at this gas station here in the 12,400 block of Kirkendall. She said the outpouring of community support has been overwhelming, and she says she hopes the community helps in the search for Jocelyn's killer.
She's an amazing little girl. Amazing. I was so excited to see the woman she was going to turn into.
But Jocelyn Nungary will forever be 12 years old.
She's gone through a lot these past couple months, struggling with mental health, wanting to take her own life, her being saved. I always knew God had other plans for her. She's meant to be here. She's supposed to be here.
Police believe Jocelyn snuck out of her apartment between 10 and midnight Monday night. Her boyfriend reportedly told police he talked to her on the phone around midnight, and she was talking to a couple of men in a car at this gas station in the 12,400 block of Kirkendall. Alexis Nungare says she didn't know Jocelyn was gone until Tuesday morning.
I looked everywhere, walked around, nothing, and I ran, got my car to where her phone pinged, which was right behind the skate park, and there was already cross tape and cops.
Jocelyn's body was found in a shallow creek in the 400 block of West Rankin. She had been strangled.
My baby didn't deserve this at all.
Police released these photos of two men seen at the gas station when Jocelyn was there. They are being called persons of interest. Jocelyn's mom says she doesn't recognize them.
They look like individuals that could come out of the apartment complex I live in. It's very Latin based, and they could have came from the skate park. There's a lot of crazy people out here, and just by looking at them, you never really could know.
Now, you see, I was just talking about this in my episode, or it was called Thanks for Your Child. Thanks for my child. And you heard what she said? She was going through some things. She was going through some mental challenge. Okay, you see that your child is going through this. Then you need to spend a little more time with your child to see what's going on with your child and to see what's going on. I mean, what you can do to help that child. She didn't just put her all into it. She was like, oh, I know my daughter's going through this, but she's going to be okay, is what I assume. And then you say the last time you seen your child was at 10 o'clock. You already know that your child was going through some crisis in her life, how she was feeling. I'm going to sit up there and wait till that child go to sleep. Okay? When your ass go to sleep, then I go to sleep. If you stay up until 12 o'clock in the midnight, then I'm there with you. I'm staying there with you because I need to know what's on your mind. And she knew that her child had some things that was on her mind. And she's going out at 12 to a gas station to meet up with some random men's that was drunk, to my knowledge, and just wanted to have a good time.
You want me to do some more research and get you a solid answer?
You can.
Okay.
So she just this child was going through some stuff, and her mom waited too late to help her. Just my opinion, though. But just spend time with your kids. When your kids looking funny coming home, showing different reactions, pay attention to that shit, because hey, it's gonna pay off to talk to that child and to understand what's going on with that child versus letting that child go out to find their answers out in the streets. And as we see, her answers found her death. And that's very sad. I send my condolences to the family, and her mother, who's is very young, it looked like to me, that she had even go through this with her child that's going through something that she couldn't understand or just didn't get help at the right time.
Okay, so it said that two men have been detained for questioning her murder. The girl's mother believes that she was trying to get to safety when she encountered two individuals. The two men seen on the surveillance footage with her before her body was found. And this is a developing story. More information will become more available later on. But I do have another video that you sent that actually is talking about how the surveillance video helps. So would you like me to pull that one up next?
Yes, and you know what? I am glad that Houston people, we love you, Houston, because y'all was on top of that, and y'all made sure that those people that did that little girl wrong, y'all made sure that we got this shit taken care of. Carry on.
We also got Heather in the chat. What's up, Heather? She says
Hey,
pretty.
Heather.
So we go ahead and get your next one up. Let's see here.
So this the thing is right here. Watch. Get them.
Found strangled in a North Houston creek earlier this week. Houston police have arrested 2 men in the case who are now charged with capital murder.
And during a news conference we streamed live this afternoon on KPRC2 Plus, investigators traced the accused killer's steps from the moment they met Jocelyn to the time of her death. KPRC2 investigates reporter Mario Diaz was at that news conference earlier today, and he's joining us now live from police headquarters. And Mario, what's left to do now with this investigation? Is this a done deal? They have everyone in custody they want to have in custody?
Daniela, that component appears to be addressed, but there is still more investigating that needs to be done here, as well as additional testing. What does that mean? The potential of additional charges. But keep in mind, this investigation only 3 days after her body was discovered has produced arguably the biggest aspect to any investigation, and that is you have individuals arrested and charged.
It's sad, it's outrageous, makes you angry, but we're going to court with these individuals and hold them accountable.
Only KPRC2 was there for the arrests of 21-year-old Johan Jose Rangel Martinez and 26-year-old Franklin Jose Peña Ramos, captured by HPD early this morning and later charged with capital murder of 12-year-old Jocelyn Nungary. HPD detailing a timeline of how the 12-year-old came across the 2 men.
The suspects began their evening at a Northborough area restaurant together. They left that restaurant on foot, southbound. The suspects continued south and were first seen on a camera, and those are images that we released to you, to all of you and to the public. Suspects seen meeting the victim and talking for a few minutes while they were on Kirkendall. Later, the suspects and the victim walked together to a convenience store, and those images were also released to you guys and the public. After a few minutes, all 3 together walked to a bridge where ultimately Jocelyn was murdered.
Martinez and Ramos potentially may be facing more charges as HPD admits the investigation remains ongoing.
I am so glad that they caught those guys. Why are you sitting up here messing with a child? This is a child. If anything, you should make sure that this child is trying to get home or back to their destination where where they come from. I'll be calling and saying, why is you out? Who do you belong to? But nowadays these kids are so disrespectful. I mean, it's kind of hard to deal with them. But as far as her, she kind of looked innocent. She looked like she wasn't really trying to get into a lot of trouble, just trying to have a little me time, I guess, maybe just some attention, and attention that she seek for cost her life. Carry on.
We have performed submitted for a sexual assault kit to be performed, the same kit on her. So that is still pending.
Interim HPD Chief Larry Satterwhite says the history of the 2 men in Houston is unclear. HPD did not know how long they had been here or had no records of the 2 men in their system, as well as Harris County, but they are trying to track it down. They also admit they have brought in the feds to help them out.
We have reached out to Homeland Security Investigations, HSI, and they are conducting that part of the investigation in terms of their status and legality here.
HPD says they're going to be getting back to me with regards to the history that these 2 men may have within their own department. Again, Chief Satterwhite didn't have those answers at the ready for me when I was addressing him today during today's news conference. Inside behind me, it was quite emotional, but I have to tell you, it was also intriguing to find this one connection here, that it appeared that 12-year-old Jocelyn had hope on her side, because the lead detective in this case was a man by the name of Lieutenant Stephen Hope.
Wow. Listen how this case is going. This case is crazy. This should not have happened. One, the parent knew that her child was going through something. Two, that child didn't have no damn business even trying to sneak out the house. I mean, well, when you're going through something, we all been kids before, so bitter situation. It's a sad situation. And I don't know. I'm speechless because this is so sad. Like I said, I pray for the family, and my condolences go to the family, but at the same time, pay attention to your kids. Sit up there, talk to your kids, spend time with your kids. Trust me, it pays off because you don't want to be burying your kids or either sitting up there and going to visit them up in jail. Yeah, it take a lot of time out your damn time. You gonna spend a whole damn work day trying to get down there to visit your child at the jailhouse. Yeah, but carry on.
Also, just want to let you know I did find that they had a GoFundMe for the funeral expenses. It is right here on the page on the video that we're doing right now, and I'm also going to drop it in the chat. They've raised $9,000 so far, but that's for funeral expenses. And they also do not have a memorial service planned for the public yet. It has not been publicly shared yet. So just make sure that you respect the family's privacy and give them the time that they need to grieve. Go ahead and check the chat. So I'll pull them up for you.
Well, thank you. And please, if you have the heart, the money, I mean, I know things are tight right now. Everything going up except the paycheck, right? But if you just have anything to give to that family to help them to bury that lovely child that's actually it's innocent. She was going through some things, and like I said, sometimes we wait too late to respond to the things that we need to pay attention to up front. So you can get the information at the bottom of this. Please subscribe. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and help
And
this
X now.
young lady out. And what else? I'm sorry.
X. Twitter is X now. So we finally got
Oh, okay.
we got
We got
one.
some new stuff going on. Hey, y'all raiding the roof. Thank y'all everyone for helping us make it to these different websites. Hey, we doing the damn thing, but only with you. We doing it. Thank you.
Right.
So we have another section come. I'm sorry.
Alice in the building says very sad situation. Then we got baby Scorpio in the building.
Hey,
Always good
baby
to see you.
Scorpio. Thank you, and thank you, Al. As same thing.
And says that part, but it is sad how them two jerks did that little girl.
Yes.
And then Heather
And
says it is sad.
it's very sad. I mean, no mother or father want to bury their child, less alone a 12-year-old. I mean, my Jesus, that child haven't begun life, but like I said in my previous episode, you have to pay attention to these kids. The way society is now is devastating. It's crucial. You have so many things out here to get these kids' attention and so many ways to hit these kids with social media, with cell phones, with it's a lot. When I was coming up, you either had to say it in my face or go and tell somebody else. But you couldn't put it on a social media where somebody as far as million people see what's going on. So yes, this is getting devastated for these kids now.
All right. We also have another from Heather says the parents should have stepped in, get involved.
Exactly. They should have, but I mean, hey, when you're a single parent, it's very hard to engage in certain things. What my next episode is
Okay. We have the what is this? The love triangle. You want to go to
the
that one?
love triangle.
All right.
So this thing is it's called love triangle. The young lady is from Fort Worth, Texas. She's 26. She's a rapper. I haven't heard a lot about her. I actually accidentally came up on her. I saw her story and thought that it was sad. Because she's a Texas female, not only that, I'm Texas, so of course I'm going to support my Texas people, and I'm trying to get out there and see what's going on with the Texas people in general. Well, I found out that she supposed to had overdose, but now they saying that she was killed. To my understanding, her family had put a plug on her, and now it's so many people saying that no, she got the plug pulled because she got beat to death, she overdosed. So I'm confused.
I think I have the
So
information for you.
let's see when y'all look at this video what y'all get out of it.
Okay. So do you want me to play the video or do you want me to read the information first? Which one would you like? Your show.
Uh, let's play the video first and read it later because we're gonna let them decide with their eyes and their ears.
Understood. I'm just moving the volume up and down so we don't get hit with the copyright for her music.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you feel like you were to her career blossoming who she is?
How important?
Yeah.
If I didn't exist, she wouldn't exist.
At patreon.com/hookah anonymous_. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines, but will also be you guys came here to see. Now, listen, y'all, it just got crazy, crazy on top of this case when it comes to love enchanting. Now, if y'all been tuned in, we've been going live talking about this whole situation, saying that things don't make sense, right? From the things we were told, whether it was from the drugs, whether it was from the video in the hospital, the cease and desist letter, it's a lot of things that just didn't make sense. So we was going live, everybody was talking about it. And if y'all remember, right, the spiritual advisor, the medium, before anything came out, said that there's a love triangle going on. Now, this is before anybody knew anything of another man. This is before we knew about any drugs being given to enchanting. This is just before a lot of stuff, right? So you can't sit there and say, well, maybe the medium heard this already. Maybe the medium is just making it up. Well, come to find out, right, that love triangle may just be true.
Okay, so they were saying about the love triangle. Well, it's crazy because I had enough time to be at work and listen to some of these podcasts on her. They was also saying that she was dealing with 3 different guys. They said that, she was trying to get off the pills that she was taking. The what is that called? What is it called? Help me out now. When you trying to get off the pill or get off any kind of drugs or anything.
Um, I want to say it's relapse, but I'm not
She
100.
was relapsing, but okay, so we're gonna say relapsing. So
In the
she
chat, if you
decided,
know, put it in the chat.
okay, right? Hey, BD. So, anyways, she was sitting up here and she was trying to, get herself sober and, do good and everything. Well, she ended up going back to her ex slash manager, who says that if it wasn't for him, that it would not have been her. Well, me personally, my opinion, she's a good singer. She have a beautiful voice. She's a beautiful person. She could have done a lot of this without him. She actually had signed on with Gucci Mane Gucci, whatever his name is. I'm not familiar with these rappers and stuff nowadays because they don't really make a lot of sense to me. They make money, but they don't get my time or my attention. But anywho, she signed up with him and she was doing good for herself. Well, uh, within, I guess, time, she decided to Gucci Mane. What we got? Gucci Mane. Yeah. Okay. Gucci Mane. Thank you,
Gucci
baby
Mane, Gucci
Scorpio.
Mane, Gucci Mane, Gucci Mane, Gucci
Gucci
Mane.
Mane. Gucci Mane. Thank you, baby Scorpio. Yes. Okay. So she signed up with him. So when she signed up with him, then the boyfriend, ex, manager, he ended up getting all her money. He was basically doing a Ike Tina Turner kind of shit. So she had the voice, the body, the looks, and he was physically and mentally abusing her. And when she got down to the social media that I have heard, then she ended up talking to a couple of her exes. She left Southwest. I think it was Southwest or ATN. So no, I think it was Southwest. Anywho, she ended up riding back down here to Houston. One of her friends spent a night with him, but nothing happened because her supposedly boo thing called her and nothing happened. But anywho, she ended up spending the last days with the manager slash ex boyfriend. Now, with everything that I heard, excuse me, I feel maybe she was feeling a certain way of, you know, trying to get over the pills and trying to get through this shit and thinking that if she get with this dude that's kind of got her mentally and physically, she probably thought like, hey, maybe he can get me out of this situation. Not. But she went back to him, talked to him, dealt with him. And all of a sudden, she overdosed. Okay. Overdose means what? Either you're going to die or you're going to go to the hospital. They're going to pump your stomach, put you up in the hospital for a little bit, get you back together, and then you go on by your way. No. They took this shit a lot deeper than that. They took it to the point where they said that some readers, palm readers, mind readers, whatever they were, say, look, whoever she was, the last guy that she was with is the one that poisoned her, the one that gave her the pill that was thinking that they was gonna help her, but they killed her. That she was pregnant, get her a pregnancy test, uh, and the family's waiting on the autopsy. But it's too much. You see how this story is so rattled. Like you don't know, did they kill her? Did he kill her? Did he give her a pill? You got another person that says, um, The family wanted them to give her the medicine because they didn't want to see her. I cannot think of this freaking word right now, but when it comes to me, I'm gonna get it. Uh, how
Is it relapse? They want to have her deal with the relapse.
the relapse. There you go.
Okay. Shout out
The
to him.
relapse.
She called it out a little while ago. So
Huh?
she called that out in the chat a few minutes ago. So
Oh, sorry. But the relapse, so it's like it was so much going on with this young lady. She had a nice life. She had the body, the face, the voice, but she just had one thing that was wrong: a bad habit and bad choices with men's. You have to look at this story. It's called, her name is Enchant. What is it? Enchant. I can't think of her last name.
Love Enchanted.
Larry, I think it is.
Oh, her actual name?
Yes, it's
Her actual name is Channing Nicole Larry.
yes, Cherry Larry. I remember
Channing
the last
Nicole
name.
Larry. Yeah.
Y'all definitely have to check this out. And just like I spoke on this, just oh my goodness, people, listen, pay attention. I spoke on the kids. Y'all not paying attention to y'all kids. And then I also spoke on domestic violence. This shit is real. If y'all don't pay attention, y'all will get in this situation and not knowing it. You have to pay attention. You have to be aware on every point. If you walk into your car, pay attention. Look around. Do this because it's people out here. They coming after kids, women's, men's. They don't give a freak right about now. This generation that we have now, these are predators. I mean, these little fuckers is so serious. They heartless. They after all this bullshit drugs that can really do something tragedy to you because they don't think no more. They just want that 1 minute to 2 minute high and then lose their whole life if they get caught or not killed before they get caught. This shit is real. Carry on.
And just maybe a certain somebody was jealous of that love triangle and did something about it. Now, like we talked about before, when we seen the interview that Johnny Dam did with Boss Talk Podcast, and he pretty much said that he's the reason behind Enchanting's career and saying she wouldn't be anybody if it wasn't for him, we all said that it sounded like he had some type of malice in his heart. We all said it sounded like he had some type of entitlement, just some built up frustration in his heart, right? So why would you go back around a man like that? Why would you be around him? Why would you even want to be in his presence knowing that he feels like that about you? But come to find out, another man has came from the shadows and told us why, right? So we're going to get into all that. It's just interesting because, like I said, y'all, I'm shocked. I know at the end of the day, we've been saying that it's a lot of foul play and stuff that don't make sense going on. And come to find out, we may have just been right the whole time.
See, what I'm telling y'all, this shit is crazy. It doesn't matter if you a celebrity, if you just a regular person. The shit is real. These kids are doing whatever the hell they want to do. These people, whether it's a man or a woman, is putting their hands on you, mistreating you, doing all this crazy shit. I mean, this world is crazy. You just really gotta uh sit back, analyze, and observe every fucking thing by now. Because if you don't, then you can get your shit caught up in something that you don't want to do, or you're not even much thinking you can get in. Anywho, those are my two tragedy things that was going on tonight. I thought they was real tragedy. They was sad. But that's not my story. My story tonight is tell them my story. Can you tell them my story? Can they see my story?
Yes. You want to do the chat first before you get into your story, or do you want to
Yes, let's do the chat first. I seen Baby Scorpio. Come on, bring it. What she
watch
say?
your surroundings? And then also came back and said sometimes it is so close to your nose till you just can't
Mm-hmm.
smell it.
Hello. That is so true. Women's, we gotta be aware. I mean, come on. You gotta, if this what you want, then be cock and ready. If you want to live that ghetto life and be true about it. But if you're trying to live a real good life and not look over your shoulders every 5 or 10 minutes, then be about that life. But don't don't put yourself in this bullshit. It's very easy to get into and hard to get out of.
All right.
Get a career, a life, not jail.
This is gonna be what we're talking about tonight. We are talking about where are the daddies, fathers, baby daddies, or even the sperm donators? He's just my baby daddy.
Hey.
All right.
Well, again, thanks to everybody for tuning in and staying with me at this late time of night because I know y'all probably got to go to work in the morning. But anywho, now, I have pretty much touched everybody's ass. Baby mamas, kids, all kind of stuff. But them down daddy, father, baby daddy, or sperm donator. So the difference, just my opinion though, I think if you are father, you probably, be in the house, help out, be there every once in a while. Yeah, maybe. If you're a daddy, that daddy gonna support you regardless. He don't give a damn what you go through. If you right or wrong, he got your back. That's that daddy. But then you had a baby daddy. Baby daddy come through there. Oh, let me see. Shit. Let me tap that. Mm-hmm. And then you had a sperm donator. You got me pregnant, and now you don't know me. Right. So I'm asking my chat line, what do y'all think about those subjects? Those daddies, fathers, baby daddies, or just sperm donators? What do you think? Because I got a good story to tell, but I want to hear yours first. Who is this? Baby Scorpio, what you talking about?
So if I got it correctly, I have. Oh, are we still here? Let me see.
Yeah, we here.
Okay. I think we just tapped out for a second, but we back. I don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Let me do this. There we go. Got you back. Okay. You are back. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you very well.
All right. And chat, just put a 1 in the chat. If you can hear us, we're gonna keep it moving. So I have that for a father is in the house and will help out. For a dad, they're there for you always. For a baby daddy, will come get some, but that's it.
Hello.
And then sperm donor, well, no point in putting up a third because they don't exist anymore.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, it was about the song. Okay, so The song was actually I played the instrumental version of it, but this is the actual song.
That's just my baby daddy. 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 That's just my baby daddy.
Hey, 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 hey.
Well, you know what? I'm telling you, these men's nowadays is very crazy. To to me, hey, remember Slim J? Just my opinion,
Hey,
right? So let me tell you, just my opinion. Yeah, a daddy can be someone that's gonna take care of me, have my back. It don't matter what I go through, get through. He got me. A father, he's gonna sit up there and say, "Hey, yeah, well, I can get over there to you. Let me see what I can do." Oh, yeah, okay. Where your mom at? All right, baby daddy. Oh, you need to come over here and get your kids and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my kid, but hey, you got me. You gonna hook me up later on? Sperm donator. That boy dropped that shit up in your ass and he gone. He don't know you no more. You can run up to him and say, "This your baby." You can be on Murray and say, "This your baby." He can say, "You are the father." That nigga roll gonna look at you and say, "No, I ain't the daddy." So y'all got no difference. So I was talking to some people and I asked them, how well do they know their dad, or do they? I mean, did they grow up in a house with their dad, or just trying to figure out? Cause me, I didn't grow up with my mom or my dad. Okay, but I am a bad mama jamma. I'm a country fed, happy LL little lady Texas center girl representing corn fed country girl. But anywho, I wonder how it would be to grow up with your mother and father, or just your mother, or maybe your father. Okay, well, I came to the big Houston, Texas, and I started talking to people, men's, little boys, wannabe men's, women's, wannabe women's, and little girls. You know what I realized? When I talked to the young ladies, the women's, and the little girls, they all wish that they had a chance to grow up with their father in their life. Some of them turn into whores. Some of them turn into tramps. And some of them turn into baby machines. And guess what? Out of all three of them, not one of them told me the shit that they did that a man loved them. You know why? Because they didn't have their dad, father in their life. A woman, a little girl would love to have their father in their life. When you have that father figure, your dad, that one that's gonna be there for you, that's gonna have your back, it don't matter what you do, he got your back. that man that's in your life got your back and you're a female, nobody can touch you. But when you don't have it, you weak. You're looking for that falter figure in every guy. You got some women's out here, they get older, they date older men's because they look for that compassion. They look for that molding. They want that man to tell them, okay, you can do this, you can't do this. And then you have those females that's out here that say, you know what? I don't need no man to tell me what to do. I don't need that love from no man. I'm just gonna do what I want to do. You probably do, but you still end up in a man's hand, and you probably the one that get pimped out by that man.
We got a comment from Baby Scorpio. Says
Go
there
ahead,
the
Scorpio.
dad was not there, so the girl doesn't know what kind of man she's looking for. So she accepts the first man that claims he loves her.
Exactly. See,
I have two videos that I pulled up in the back. One is Miss Barbara Demetrius Powell, and this is a TED talk about the impact of an absent father on daughters. And then the other is the Fatherless Crisis in America by Value Entertainment, and it covers both the female perspective and the male perspective. This one's about 9 minutes long, and the other one is about 14 minutes long.
we
So
chop chop.
whichever one you want to do, we'll go. We'll sparse through them. But what would you like?
Let's,
One or two, or not at all?
no, let's go with the essence of the father. I mean, because it's just this is sad.
Okay.
We shouldn't even have this conversation. You men's out here, you want to be with all these women and everything. If you don't want to be a father, then wrap it up. Go get it. Snap. What else? Snap, pop, and crunch. Take responsibility as well as a female should. And who is this? Just go ahead. Oh, go ahead. My phone just went out.
You're all right. All right. This one is going to be Barbara Demetrius Powell, and this is a TED talk. So we're gonna see what she's talking about in regards to this. So let's see.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. I have a question. Have you ever struggled with an idea? Have you ever struggled to the point where you keep wondering and you just have some such great imaginations? I have had struggles. I've had struggles with where I want to live, what I want to be in life, what car I want to drive, what house I'll buy, how many children do I need? Do I need a husband or do I not? So I've had those ideas. I've had struggle with what my life would be, what's my purpose in life. And I've had great imaginations that took me far and wide. I'd love to share a story with you regarding my imagination. See, as a child, I wondered what I'd be in life. And as a child, I thought about being a nurse. But I remember being in a divine worship service. And in that service, my mind took me all the way to England, where I went there to be a nurse. And while being there in my practice, I remember in that imagination that I received a list of my patients And when I look at the list, there was a name that vividly stood out in my mind. But when I got to the bedside of that person, the person was unfamiliar. The name, familiar. Person, unfamiliar. Ladies and gentlemen, this person I'm speaking of is my father. See, my father left for England when my mom was pregnant with me. And he did not return until I was 15.
You see how she need love? She was growing up with her father. She had, brothers, everything. So, I mean, these guys are not really realizing being in your daughter's life is very important. Just like being in your son's life is very, very important. But being in your daughter's life, it let them know that you don't have to take these bullshit ass guys with these bullshit ass conversation. You teach them the real, you show them the real, and they understand it, then they'll bring you a man to the house instead of a boy that want to be a man. And it's gonna take care of your daughter and make sure she get in a house and have what she's supposed to have versus on living in an apartment with her, getting her food stamps and eating her kids' snacks. that's that's the kind of shit you gotta really, really look for. Need a daddy. Hello.
I hear you. You want to play a little bit more of that, or you want to? What you want to do?
Yeah, you can play, but I'm sorry, I just kind of like tickle the shit out of myself.
Oh no, I mean eating the kid fruit snacks. That's for real though.
Yeah,
What
right.
what category did that fall in? Is that like baby daddy? Or is that
No, that would definitely be baby daddy
be
because
baby daddy?
the sperm donator do not.
I mean, he not
He
even gonna
just
show up.
he don't show up. He showed up for that one night,
Yeah, that's it.
and he's not gonna come back no more. You obsolete. That was a one night stand.
There you go. Yeah. Okay, so before we hit play again, guys, just want to tell you thank you again for rocking with us. We appreciate you, and we're glad that you're here. And want to make sure that you hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please get subscribed. This is the third episode for Slim, and she's doing a fantastic job. So we're gonna keep it rolling right now.
It's not worth it. Feel like they have no purpose in life. I'm here to take purpose. And that purpose must be fulfilled. Don't ever think that you are not enough. You are enough. We have a tendency to think that children who are brought up without fathers are more likely to be promiscuous, be poor. They're more likely to have low self-esteem. They just have poor development or not able to learn. But I'm here to demystify that. So many times we look at people and think differently. We think of them in a way that is not true. See, research shows that children who were fatherless, they are more likely to experience these factors that I've mentioned, being poor, being promiscuous, not able to learn, being in trouble, drug use, and so on and so forth. And also see that in America, the African-American children, there are 14 million children who are in receiving support from the system.
Okay, so she was almost make me bored. But anyways, I just get to the point. I mean, I feel like this. If you have a mother and a father figure that's staying in the same house, then you're pretty much gonna have some discipline because it's either gonna be the mother or the father that's gonna get on your ass and put you in check. Either or you have both of them in the house. If you just raise up in one parent house, which most likely would be your mother. Um, you're only going to do that mother thing for so much. You're gonna respect your mother for so much. But me personally, when I was let me break this down to y'all. I was um I was a tomboy, but then I was soft. And what I mean by soft is like when it came to playing sports or being rough, you got me. But if you holler at me, I folded. I cried. I bawled. I mean, like you hurt my feelings. Ooh, crazy. If you holler at me, that was crazy. But when I moved to another house, um, I was trying to get to know, you know, different family members and all that. Well, stayed there a year. That shit didn't work. And then I moved to Houston. And I realized Houston is not a friendly ass city
No,
at
it is
all.
not.
It's not. It's I mean, like, bro, it's. I came down here and I was speaking and saying all kind, and my sister was like, "No, you can't say this." And I mean, oh, I got kind of tortured for a couple of months or whatever. But anyways,
You can't open no doors
the,
down here.
no, right? The thing was, I basically went to the first spot that I went to get closer to my father, which I call a sperm donator. I am a high school baby, so I was a science project and I look motherfucking good. Okay. So anyhow, so hello. Yes, I
Baby
am.
Scorpio says kudos to you.
Yes, thank you very much, baby Scorpio. I came out very well. Okay. I don't yeah, I used to hold my mom and my sperm donator accountable for shit that I was going through. It was their fault to a certain extent. But after I got grown and I know wrong for right, how long can I really charge them with this problem that I got going on? They living their life. They done had other kids. They done, you know, move on. And I'm still sitting up here holding this shit because you ain't the father that I think you should be, or you're not the dad that I want you to be. No, you just a sperm donator that I appreciate that, hey, I'm here and I ain't get boarded off or you ain't flush me in the city of Houston. I mean, thank you. you know, I could have been down the drain with them condoms and shit. But I made it. Anywho, yeah, just what I'm saying is you got the fathers, some the dads, you got the I forgot to even say stepdad because
Yeah, okay, chat. Yeah, chat. If y'all have a stepdad in your life, or if you know of a stepdad, what's your thoughts on a stepdad? We would like to,
Right.
and I'll even give you my thoughts too after you guys put y'all's in. As Sim
Yeah.
said, you first.
Yeah, like hey, I got stepdads. Um and some of them I enjoy and some of them I book, some of them I probably fought. But at the end of the day, it's I'm gonna give you that chance. I'm gonna give you that chance to be in my life and everything. And I don't ask nobody to be my dad. Um to be honest with y'all and all bullshit aside, if my dad called me right now today and say, "Hey, I need you to come down here," I'm gonna be there. And I know he full of shit, but I love him. That's my dad. That's my sperm donator, I think.
Baby
but
Scorpio said my sperm donor did a wonderful job as well.
hello.
Got to get
So
made some kind of way.
yeah, I like it all fun. Like I said, I respect him, love him. I just it's certain things that I just don't give a freak about, and that's just I don't give a fuck about your Father's Day. It's not happening. Matter of fact, a guy that I did respect a lot that put fear in my heart was my Uncle Albert. This man was about 6'3", 6'5", and had deep voice. And that dude put fear in my heart when he came and spoke to me. It's like I could have peed in my pants. And he was just my uncle. That was my mom's brother. He got killed on Father's Day, 1993, at like 9:15. I never forget. I was just coming from work. I was working at Burger King. First job here in Houston, Texas. And I was working at Burger King, and I remember going and telling my uncle, "Hey, Mother want you." He was like, "I'm gonna go in there a little bit." And I was like, "Okay." And it was Father's Day, and my grandma, she was like, "Tell Albert to come up in here and see what I want." And I said, "Mother want you. I'm finna go here and get my newspaper." And I remember going to get that newspaper from my cousin's house, walking back out there in Greenspoint. I walked back to the apartment. My ass cheek did not even much get to touch the couch. Pow, 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 pow. Ran out there, seen my uncle. Now my uncle was like about 6'3", 6'5". That cat probably weighed 300 pounds. He was a big old dude. I seen this dude legs fold behind his head, being 300 something pounds. That was crazy. Uh, I didn't know CPR then. I was actually 16 years old. So Father's Day have not been the same for me. And pretty much for my family, my mom, because it was just him and my mom, and they was like, man, peas in the bucket. They was real close. So, anyways, I'm just telling y'all, if you got a father and you respect him, treat him right. If you got a father that's an asshole, understand, you know, but
Understand
when
that he
you got
probably
a
didn't ask for you. So at the very
huh?
least, I said, understand that at the very least he didn't ask for you. So at least
Yeah.
understand that it was, things happen, and
And
that's the part of growing up, right?
it
We
is.
grow up and we realize that our parents were not superheroes and that they had problems too, just like we got problems right now.
Hello.
So make sure that when you judge people that you're looking at them through the full scope.
Yeah. So the thing is, if you're a father, you're a father. If you're a daddy that take care of your kids And not only your kids, but your girlfriend kids or your partner kids or whatever. Thank you.
Facts.
If you're a sperm donator, bitch, move on. And I hope they get your ass with child support.
Oh Lord Jesus. Okay, and we are at the hour mark. All right, y'all. Hey, look, we love you guys. Slim, close us out. We get out of here.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe us with IG,
Oh man.
YouTube, and Tweet. Thank y'all all for tuning in. And please come back and meet me next Thursday. We're going to have some more juicy stuff. And if you have any requests, please tune in. Let me know. Hit me up. Thank y'all for everything. Thank y'all for y'all support. Good night.